Gentlemen, smart casual is the most dangerous phrase in style. For men over 50, it is a trap. You usually drift into one of two disasters: the corporate drone from 2005, stiff blue shirt, oversized khakis, and square-toed shoes, or the retired dad, baggy jeans and neon running shoes that scream, "I have given up." It is 2026. The world has shifted to soft power. The tie is dead. The armor is gone. To look vital and masculine now, you need to bridge the gap between the boardroom and the living room. Today, I am giving you 5 smash casual formulas. These are exact cheat codes from the soft executive to the weekend monarch. Stop guessing. Stop dressing like a teenager. Let's upgrade. Outfit 1. The soft executive. The days of wearing a stiff suit of armor to command respect are effectively over. In 2026, trying too hard with a double Windsor knot and heavy shoulder padding often signals insecurity rather than power. It looks like you are trying to prove you belong rather than simply owning the room. The true mark of modern authority is soft power. The soft executive is your new uniform for high-stakes meetings, business lunches, or any environment where you need gravitas without rigidity. The secret weapon here is the long-sleeve knit polo. We're not talking about the mesh PK cotton polo reserved for the golf course. That remains strictly sportswear. Instead, invest in a long-sleeve polo crafted from merino wool, silk cotton blends, or cashmere. This is the ultimate cheat code for the man over 50. Unlike a dress shirt collar, which can feel restrictive and highlight a sagging neck, a knit polo features a soft, rolling collar that frames the face gently and elegantly. It feels like a t-shirt against the skin, but visually projects more value than a standard button-down. Crucially, the long sleeves streamline your arms, masking any loss of muscle definition that comes with age. Layer this piece under an unstructured blazer. This jacket lacks canvas construction and heavy shoulder pads, allowing it to drape over your body naturally, almost like a cardigan. It accommodates movement rather than restricting it. For those carrying a little extra weight around the midsection, the unstructured jacket is incredibly forgiving. It flows over the torso instead of boxing it in. Stick to textured fabrics like hopsack or open weave wool in navy or charcoal for maximum versatility. For the lower half, discard the low-rise khakis that cut into your stomach. You need high-waisted trousers with side adjusters. A higher rise sits at your natural waist, holding the midsection in and creating a continuous, unbroken vertical line that elongates the legs and adds height. Skip the belt. It only serves to cut your body in half visually. Complete this aesthetic with dark brown suede loafers. Shiny leather can feel too aggressive or formal for the current era. Suede absorbs light, adding warmth and texture that suggests you are approachable yet expensive. The formula is simple: a navy unstructured jacket, a charcoal or cream knit polo, gray high-waisted trousers, and suede loafers. You look comfortable. You look wealthy. You look like the chairman of the board who doesn't need to shout to be heard. This is soft power. Outfit 2. The Silver Fox. When the sun goes down, the rules of engagement change completely. Evening wear is the arena where many men over 50 lose the plot, typically falling into one of two traps: the workaholic, who wears a business suit to dinner looking like he just clocked out, or the confused tourist, sporting a loud, patterned shirt that belongs in a bad casino. In 2026, evening style is defined by a single, powerful concept: monochromatic minimalism. We call this aesthetic the silver fox because it is designed to leverage your maturity. It frames your silver hair and life experience as dangerous and sophisticated rather than old. The foundation of this look is a dark monochromatic palette. Think black, midnight blue, or deep charcoal. As we age, the body tends to soften. Wearing a single dark tone from head to toe creates an optical illusion, an unbroken vertical line that instantly erases 5 kilograms from the midsection and adds 3 centimeters to your height. Forget the dress shirt. The hero piece of this ensemble is the fine-gauge merino wool roll neck. While some might be hesitant, consider the benefits. The neck is often the first place to betray age. A roll neck acts as a pedestal for the head, covering loose skin and forcing the viewer's eyes straight to your face. It is arguably the most cinematic garment a man can own. If a full turtleneck feels too constricting, simply opt for a mock neck, which stands up about 1.5 inches, offering all the visual benefits with none of the restriction. Pair the knitwear with charcoal wool flannel trousers. Texture is key here. Under restaurant lighting, regular suit wool can look shiny and cheap. Flannel, with its matte finish, absorbs light and looks incredibly rich. Ensure the fit is tapered. A wide leg looks sloppy at night, while a tapered leg signals sharpness. For the outer layer, leave the blazer at home. Update your silhouette with a suede bomber jacket or a cropped peacoat in black or navy. This swap adds a layer of rugged masculinity to the refinement of the wool, suggesting you are active rather than sedentary. Finally, the footwear is non-negotiable. Black leather Chelsea boots. Lace-up Oxfords are too stuffy for a date night, and sneakers are far too juvenile. A Chelsea boot is sleek, aerodynamic, and carries a hint of rock and roll. The lack of laces keeps the line of your leg clean all the way to the ground, anchoring the entire look with authority. This outfit is your armor for gallery openings or high-end dinners. It is mysterious, slimming, and tells the room that while the young guys are trying to figure out who they are, you already know. Outfit 3. The Weekend Monarch. Saturday morning presents the greatest threat to a man's sartorial reputation. Once the work week ends, the temptation to slide into absolute chaos is strong. Far too many men over 50 interpret weekend comfort as a license to dress like a gym teacher from the late 90s. Think oversized hoodies, sweatpants with elasticated cuffs, or those synthetic windbreakers that rustle with every step. Stop it. Comfort and dignity are not mutually exclusive. In 2026, we introduce the concept of cozy armor, a look we call the Weekend Monarch. It is designed to let you rule your leisure time with the effortless elegance of old money. The cornerstone of this aesthetic is the chunky shawl collar cardigan. This is, without question, the single greatest casual garment for the mature man. Forget the thin, flimsy cardigans of the past. We are talking about a thick, heavy-gauge cable knit with a substantial collar that wraps around the neck. This piece is non-negotiable for 2 reasons. First, the shawl collar visually builds up the traps and shoulders, making you look broader and more powerful, as if you've been hitting the weights, even if you haven't. Second, the thickness of the knit acts as a shield. It hides the dad bod, the love handles, and the belly perfectly. It is incredibly forgiving, feeling as comfortable as a bathrobe but looking sophisticated enough for a scotch in the library. Stick to earthy tones like oatmeal, camel, or navy blue. Underneath, simplicity is king. Opt for a high-quality white t-shirt. Note the emphasis on quality. Avoid see-through undershirts. You want a heavyweight cotton tee with a tight neck. This provides a crisp, clean contrast against the rich texture of the wool. For the lower half, The choice is dark indigo denim. Jeans can be tricky after 50, but the 2026 rule is straightforward. No holes, no rips, no acid wash, and absolutely no elaborate stitching on the pockets. You want a dark, uniform blue wash in a straight or tapered fit. Dark denim reads as dressy. Light denim reads as sloppy. This dark canvas elongates the legs and anchors the outfit. Finally, your footwear depends on the activity. For a coffee run or dog walk, choose minimalist white leather sneakers, clean, logo-free, and pristine. To step it up, swap them for suede chukka boots in sand or chocolate. They bridge the gap between sneaker comfort and shoe formality perfectly. The weekend monarch sends a clear message. I am relaxing, but I have not let myself go. Whether meeting friends or hosting family, you look effortlessly regal. Outfit 4. The Jet Setter. Travel was once considered an occasion worthy of one's best attire. But walk into any airport terminal today and you are greeted by a sea of gray sweatpants, oversized hoodies, and athletic shorts that expose far too much leg. The security queue has essentially become a pajama party for adults. It is a tragedy of modern style. We understand the impulse, of course. Travel is physically uncomfortable. Sitting in a pressurized metal tube for hours causes bloating, and the temperature fluctuates wildly between freezing cabins and stifling tarmac heat. However, surrendering your dignity for the sake of comfort is not the solution. In 2026, we solve this dilemma with elevated utility, a look we call the Jet Setter. It is designed to make you look like you are heading to the first-class lounge, even if you are turning right into economy. The absolute game changer for this aesthetic is the drawstring wool trouser. This may be the single most important invention in menswear over the last decade. From a distance of 2 meters, they appear exactly like high-end Italian suit trousers, featuring a clean drape, a sharp, permanent crease, and beautiful matte texture. But up close, they feature a discreet elasticated waistband and a hidden internal drawstring. Crafted from tech merino or high-twist fresco wool, they are naturally stretchy and wrinkle-resistant. For the man over 50, this is vital. When you sit for 5 hours, your waistline expands. A rigid belt digs into your gut, causing discomfort. These trousers expand with you, offering the physical freedom of gym gear with the respectability of a boardroom suit. It is a secret luxury only you know about. On top, channel the timeless cool of Steve McQueen with a Harrington jacket or a refined field jacket. Avoid shiny, swishy nylon track jackets at all costs. Instead, opt for a matte cotton blend or a technical waterproof fabric in navy, olive green, or stone. The Harrington is particularly flattering because the ribbed hem sits at the waist, creating a natural V-shape for the torso, unlike long coats, which can make a man look shorter. Underneath, wear a breathable merino wool t-shirt. It regulates body temperature far better than cotton, keeping you cool on the ground and warm in the air. Finally, footwear comes down to one rule: speed. You need premium slip-ons. Laces are the enemy of airport security. A pair of suede loafers with a rubber sole for grip or a high-end slip-on sneaker, think Xenia or Common Projects aesthetic, allows you to breeze through checkpoints without bending over to fumble with knots. The Jet Setter outfit tells the world you are mobile, modern, and a seasoned traveler. You value comfort, but you respect yourself and those around you enough to dress the part. Outfit 5. The Riviera 2.0. Summer stands as the ultimate stress test for a man's wardrobe. As the temperature climbs, the vast majority of men simply surrender, defaulting to the dreaded tourist uniform. Baggy cargo shorts with bulky pockets that hang below the knee, loud polyester Hawaiian shirts, and rubber flip-flops. It is a visual tragedy that reduces a grown man to the appearance of an overgrown toddler on a field trip. In 2026, we are reclaiming the season with Riviera 2.0. This aesthetic draws inspiration from the golden age of Mediterranean travel, channeling the effortless cool of Cary Grant in Cannes or Alain Delon in Italy, but updated with modern technical fabrics specifically for the man over 50. It is breezy, elegant, and incredibly forgiving on the physique. The centerpiece of this look is the linen camp collar shirt. Unlike a standard dress shirt, which features a stiff collar stand that can feel like a chokehold in the heat, the camp collar, or Cuban collar, lies flat against the collarbone. This construction creates a natural V shape that elongates the neck and frames the face openly. Stick to pure linen or high-end linen cotton blends. Many men avoid linen because they fear wrinkles. You must unlearn this. In 2026, the creases in high-quality linen are a status symbol. They signify sprezzatura, a studied carelessness that suggests you are too wealthy and relaxed to worry about being perfectly pressed. Stick to solids, white, sky blue, or a soft sage green. For the lower half, we introduce the secret weapon of summer style, the linen Gurkha trouser. If you invest in only one item from this entire guide, make it this one. The Gurkha features a high waist with a distinctive double-buckled waistband. It has no belt loops because it doesn't need them. You simply cinch the side tabs to fit your waist perfectly. For the man over 50, this design is a miracle. First, the high waist sits above the hips, covering the belly button and holding the midsection in like a gentle corset, preventing the dreaded muffin top caused by low-rise shorts. Second, the front pleats provide extra volume for the thighs and hips, allowing air to circulate freely. Third, they are trousers, not shorts. Unless you are physically on the sand or poolside, a gentleman covers his legs. It commands significantly more respect in a restaurant or hotel lobby. To finish the look, footwear must be chosen carefully. Suede espadrilles or premium leather slides are the only acceptable options. Flip-flops belong in the shower. Espadrilles, with their rope soles and canvas or suede uppers, are the quintessential European summer shoe, breathable, chic, and quiet. If you prefer an open toe, choose a leather slide with a wide strap that covers most of the foot, similar to the Hermes style. The Riviera 2.0 outfit completely transforms your presence. You stop looking like a tourist who is lost looking for the buffet, and you start looking like the man who owns the villa on the hill. It is effortless, timeless, and undeniably cool. Gentlemen, these 5 outfits are more than just fabric and thread. They are your toolkit for navigating the modern world with relevance and vitality. We have moved past the stiff suits of the past and the sloppy sportswear of the present. From the authority of the soft executive to the freedom of the Riviera king, you now have a cheat code for every scenario in your life. Stop hiding in oversized clothes. Stop looking like you have given up. Dress like the man you have earned the right to be. Which archetype will you adopt first? The silver fox or the jet setter? Let me know in the comments below. If you are ready to master every detail of the second half of your life, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.